went live. Yay. I'm a little blue today, just in color. I've got my shade cloth or my umbrella up in the dome today. It is super toasty. Oh my goodness. It's very humid in here too, which is nice. Hey, I just wanted to pop in, say hello to everybody. I can't wait to hear what you guys are up to. I am streaming live right now from my garden, my home garden in Hardiness Zone 5B6 in Northwest Ohio. Thanks for joining me. I see you guys popping in. Yay! I can't wait to hear from you. Hopefully I can see your comments today. Streaming live on Facebook group. Sometimes the comments don't come up, but I can definitely see when you pop in. And the hearts and thumbs up are always encouraging too. So, hey, I hope everybody's having a good day, good week. I hope you had a great weekend, Memorial Weekend. It looks like everybody had a great time outside. I could see all the beautiful images everybody was sharing on our group. We've got a great group. Have patience with me too. I have a hard time getting on as often as I want to, just because I'm playing catch up. I don't remember it being this cozy hot. I'll call it cozy because it's cozy in Northwest Ohio. And yeah, so I'm like playing catch up with everything, and I've got new plants that, you know, they're not ready for this heat yet. So you spend a lot of time watering, making sure everything's okay. Plus I got my greenhouse loaded with stuff too, so you know how it is. Great to see you guys. I was having fun looking at all the beautiful porches. Everyone was sharing their beautiful front porches. Gorgeous. I know it's kind of early in the season. I'm just getting my plants put together on my front porch. But I love the photos you guys shared. In fact, a couple of you guys inspired me. I have this wooden bench on my front porch. It really needs stained bad. But I'm just too busy right now to do that. And so, but you guys inspired me. I actually found some 1-inch foam that I'm going to go ahead and cut out, and I have this great fabric I've had forever. I think I got the fabric at Pier 1 Imports years ago. That's how old it is. I know unfortunately, they're going out of business, which really stinks because that was like my first real cool job. I love that job. In fact, I was merchandise manager at a Pier 1, actually the largest one in Northwest Ohio back in the day, but sad to see them go out of business. It stinks. But anyhow, I have fabric that I'm going to actually make my own bench cover. So you guys hold me to it, because you know how I get these great ideas and then I get busy with other things and I forget. So hey, thanks for joining me. I know a lot of people don't have porches, Kristen. I you know, that was like the second thing I looked for when we looked at this property here where I'm at now in Northwest Ohio. Besides all the land, I'd pretty much maxed out my yard in town with flowers and plants, and I really wanted fruit trees and things like that, but they don't do too well under giant walnut trees that were in our yard there in the little town we lived in, which is a whole nother podcast or whatever. That was a fun adventure. But when we found this place, first off, I knew there were enough bedrooms for me and the kids and my husband. And the front porch, it was a must because I'm an outside person. I love being outside and I love porches. They're so much fun. So if you don't have a porch, consider adding one on. Or you know what you could even do? A lot of people I'm seeing are getting those gazebos. They're awesome. We had one of those. The first ones that were out were like, oh my goodness, it's like a frame. And I'll tell you what, the first year we had it, we were so excited. We put it up. It was the kind that had the cloth. They still sell them, but be sure you anchor those down because we sat ours up one year. I've got so many stories about that darn gazebo that we put up out here in the country. The wind can get pretty extreme out here because I'm in the middle of farmland. Even though we have trees, the wind is still pretty extreme out here, right? So anyhow, if you don't bolt those babies down, the gazebos, we came home one Easter Sunday and the gazebo literally was on our front porch. Well, in the driveway. It had lifted and flew a good 50 feet or so, 20 feet or so over. So you got to bolt those down. But anyhow, these days they make them all different, and that's nice. They're heavier now. They're made out of wood. We still bolted ours down. If you know my husband, he's always got to do the extra, so it's not going anywhere. Thanks for joining me, guys. Hey, I am on a sedum succulent kick. By the way, don't call succulents cactuses. I made the mistake in a succulent cactus group. Hey, thanks for joining me, guys. Good to see everybody. All the familiar faces popping in. Anyways, I made that mistake. Big difference. Okay? Cactuses, totally different than a succulent. But I got to show you these new, I got these new succulents. This one's new. I've been slacking on my garden center visits. Forgive me, guys. I've just, this is crazy times for everybody. And I'm busy with the garden, and then it's crazy times. I'm sure you can relate. So anyhow, I am happy to hear, though, Bob, one of my connections, I've actually met him at Cultivate, and he is a garden center owner, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bob. And he said they're doing great. They're so busy. Everybody is excited to get gardening and growing their own food and so on. So they're selling out and they're keeping busy. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm really excited to hear that. So I'd love to hear from you guys. What are you guys picking up from your garden centers that are maybe new to you? Share photos with us here in the group. So anyhow, I love, this is a new sedum. It just says sedum. Woo, yay, my fan came on. I am sweating to death. Huh, doesn't tell you exactly which sedum this is, but isn't this one pretty? I'm like addicted to these. So I picked this one up today. I found this, who's marketing? Better Homes and Garden. Got cool stuff. It's from Walmart. But anyhow, the sedum, I'm not sure which one this is, but it's pretty. So I'm gonna be using this in a couple of containers and so on, and it will end up in here in my dome. So this will be fun. And my succulents live in here year round with no problem. I've only lost one succulent. Everyone is growing food here too. Canada, yay! I sold more food plants than ever. That is awesome. I have been giving tomato plants away. I have overload. I still have a lot. In fact, I got some I need to drop off at a couple people I know. Whew, it is hot in here. Let me turn my fan up one more level. Hold on one sec, folks. I don't know how these garden center people are doing it because, I know in our state we're blessed to be open. I'm excited that they're open, but I think it's mandatory that they wear the mask when they're working. If you've ever worked in a greenhouse or been in a greenhouse, it is hot already. Now try wearing a mask. Whew. God bless them, seriously. Hello from, my eyes are watering, you know me, Florida, right? So Florida, yes, my husband wants to come down to see the launch on Saturday. Oh, that was gross. I just kind of, I don't think we're going to do that. Although it sounds like a fun road trip. If we left now, we could be there on time. I think they're launching from NASA. They're 2:30, I think, this time around. Hopefully, I'm hoping it works. Whew, some crazy here. All right, I put this one down. The other day, somebody had shared another succulent on the group. I'm thinking it was this one. Maybe. This one is called Sunshine Speedwell. Monrovia. Lowe's. I have been to a couple of local IGCs. I know I keep sharing the big box stores, but I'll tell you what, if you look on here, I guarantee these were grown locally. They usually are. At all the garden centers and Costco's and things like that. So, but anyhow, I think this was the one you guys were sharing, maybe. I'll have to look closer. And of course, this one is more of a limey green, not so of a, doesn't have, I don't see so much gold in it, yellow in it, like one of my other ones. But that could be because it's not been in full direct sun as much. Hey, thanks. Good to see you. Isn't this a pretty one? So I've been messing around on the TikTok. Do you guys go on TikTok? I don't know what I was thinking. It's been around for a while. I've actually had an account for a couple of years. if you can learn how to get past the garbage that they have on there, because some of the stuff, you know, it's like people just go crazy on there. It's actually kind of fun. I'm getting lots of engagement, and like people are coming over to my website and things from TikTok. So that's kind of fun. If you're on there, look me up, Brent Haas, same as everywhere. And yeah, be fun. Whew, don't expect me to do too much crazy. I already do enough crazy. Wow, my hair. Well, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, you know what? Before I want to show you something that's growing really nice in here that might inspire you to grow it too. And don't be afraid. Gardening is about what you want to do. Seriously. If you want to grow something and you're not supposed to put it in that container or that space, as long as it's not illegal, just do it. If it makes you happy, that's what gardening's about. Seriously. These make me happy. It's an old potato tray that I recycled. I love these because you know why? Inside, I have one of my favorite little tomato seeds. Well, they're plants now. They're my babies. And I know these seem so little, but this one actually is a really good container one. Firefly. It gets really big. But the tomatoes on this Firefly are so yummy. And I know it's still kind of tiny. I kind of started these a little late and they were way too wet. But then I moved them in these new little containers I'm using. And I think I shared the link. I'll have to put a post on my, hey Shannon, good to see you. Just do it. That's right. If you're gardening, do it. You follow my stuff. People look at some of the stuff I'm growing and where I'm growing and when I'm growing again. They're like, what? Do it. It makes me happy. And I want you to be happy. So anyways, as this little baby grows, the cool thing about tomatoes, and Kristen can chime in on this one because she's a good tomato grower. I love these little things. I'm excited to see how this container or this little cloth pouch thing is going to do out in my garden because, well, this variety actually is going to go in a container because I really like this one in a container. But as it grows, you know, on your tomatoes, you can pop off these other little leaves here, and it keeps growing until I pop them off, put more dirt in, and just keep going up, and then the tomato will be like these back here. I've got these in bigger containers. I'm just behind on my Firefly, but that's okay. It will grow fast once I get it out. Actually, I could even leave it in the dome. It's hot enough in here that, yes, Firefly is and it's tasty too. It's the yellow one. I love these. I grew these last year, I think, on my patio. Really yummy. Like, oh, here's one in a bigger container. But this is, oh, Jasper, another one I like. And these were AAS, so All American Select. So that means they've been tested by growers, well, everyday growers like me, like you. And they were voted on. And they do well. I always try to look for that. AAS on the tags. Pay attention to your tags. And well, I want to turn this around and show you guys something really neat. I'm really excited about it. Back in February, I got a hold of some bare root strawberry plants, the bare root, and started them in the dome. I know you think I'm crazy. I probably have 30 other strawberry plants in here, but you know me, I love to tinker with them. Quit touching my face. You're not supposed to touch your face, right? Especially when you got dirt on it from in the greenhouse. I get pimples, and now I have to go wash my face. Anyhow, okay, so let me show you. Did you see my video? I put it on YouTube. Wait, it's on YouTube, but it's not live yet. I put it everywhere else. LinkedIn, here I go again, touching my face. And where else did I put it? Oh, TikTok. Got a lot of views on TikTok from it. So I mixed my strawberry with succulents, and it looks pretty cool. In fact, I'm gonna walk over there right now with the camera here, and I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, I know, you know, before I do that, I'm teasing you here. One thing I'd really like to do, because it's another thing I like to do besides break the rules in gardening, is live stream. I love live streaming. I love getting on here and seeing if people come on. Even if I get bad comments, that's always interesting. Good to laugh at later, believe it or not. And delete. That's always fun too when you can delete them. But it's empowering. Anyhow, I'd like to help you guys, gardeners, everyday people, which we all are, right? No matter what level you're at, learn a little bit about videoing, because you can video. And everybody can video. If you have a phone, which you do, we are so lucky right now. I say this every time, but when I think back from when I was a kid, you know, back in the day, I feel so old. I did hit 50 this year. And when I was a kid, I always had, like, my dad got me a 110 camera. Do you remember those? I never got to use the Polaroid because those were just expensive, the floppy things. But I remember my dad would take pictures on trips with the Polaroid because that's all you had. And then as an adult, well, no, you know what? I made a shoebox camera. Have you ever done that? I actually have those photos. I need to get those out. I think I was in 9th grade. And actually, one of my photos, I took one for middle school photography up in Michigan, in Detroit, at the Institute of Art. So I'll have to find that picture and dig it out, and I'll scan it and show you guys. Super fun. But anyhow, today we are so lucky we have the iPhone, or you have whatever phone you have. They all, besides, well, even flip phones, I think you can do photos with them, right? So I'd like to share with you guys at some point here, and let me know if you're interested. I want to share with you a little bit about how to video your garden. You don't have to do live streams. You don't even have to have your face on it if you don't like. I know you don't want to be looking crazy like I do, and that's all right, because you can show your flowers and talk about it. And even if you don't want to share it with everybody online, which I think is great, because you'll teach others what you're doing, and it's like in cyberspace forever, right? You can use it later for documentation, and if you have questions, every day. In fact, yesterday my husband was asking about something he had for dinner a couple of months ago. I said, no problem, I got a picture. Look it up. I take pictures of everything, and I'd like to share with you guys some tips on that if you're interested. So let's see. Yeah, thanks. No makeup, and I haven't had my hair done. I've just been all in natural. This is the real deal now. Okay, and that's the way it should be. Just be yourself. Let me come back to you. Stay tuned. I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna go over to these strawberries. So don't leave. Just be yourself. Yes, all natural. Yeah, I've tried so many things. I've never been fake. I've tried all kinds of different things for videos and whatnot, and well, not just that, just content, creating photos, even gardening. Just do your thing. You know, that's a win. Even if you don't get a lot of likes, who cares? You're you, and that's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here, and we can talk about tripods and things later if you guys are interested. And maybe that's something I should do on my page. That's another thing. I get all confused logistically, like where to put videos and stuff. It's always changing, so I'm to the point of, I don't care. I'm just gonna share it, and hopefully somebody that can use it seizes the moment. There you go. All right, let me turn this around. Hopefully I can get the camera to move. Oh, I can't. Oops, sorry. There we go. And I will scroll back to your question. Woo. Hey guys, I'm a little worried about my pomegranate. I only see a couple. The blooms are done now, but I only see about three actual pomegranates, so I'm still praying on that. I was hoping to get like 20, but yeah. All right, so here we are. We're over. This is what I wanted to show you. If you guys know the names of some of these sedums, go ahead and shout me out. Let me know. Just want to scroll back here. Thanks for joining me. If you're just tuning in, I see a lot of people popping in. Be sure to comment, share with us where you are gardening or what you're growing new this year. Anyhow, check this out. Look how exciting. I found some more little buds on here. Look, more blooms. I'm up to like over 20 some fruits on this in this container that I have with succulents. How fun is that? So these are getting more sun on this side. These guys are shaded more and they're still producing. See, there's one back there. So, and this, I can't believe this popped up already. This one you want to keep away from your puppies and kids. Can you read my writing? I hope so, because I can't. No. Dracaena. Beautiful bloom when these get big. In fact, I got one I'm going to walk over and show you. He's not blooming yet, but he came up on his own. But you want to keep that seed away from pets and kids. Some seeds, you got to really be careful, guys. Pay attention to the tags. If you're not sure, look it up on an extension office site, an official site, please. Or USDA even has some great information about seeds and whatnot. Just check it, because you don't want anybody getting hurt or sick or anything. All right, let me go over to that plant. Got a lot of stuff going on in here. Hey guys, check this out. You know what that is? I don't think I gotta scroll up. Hey, thanks for joining me. Gosh, it's good to see everybody on here. I'm pretty excited about that. You know what it is. Come on, light up the screen here. Let me know. All right, here we go. I am being very careful to watch because Mr. Snaky, Sammy, he's in here somewhere because I found he shedded his skin, which means my Boy Scout son is telling me that means they're getting bigger. So, hello, Sammy, I'm coming this way. All right, it's all good. Besides, it's not a poisonous snake. So, and my son informs me if he bites you, it's more like a nibble. They don't really have fangs. It's a gardener snake, so we'll be good. Hey, thanks for joining me. Good to see you, Carly. Starting strawberries. Why wait till next year? I think you're the one that you got the greenhouse. Well, actually, you know what? Even if you don't put it in the greenhouse, if you get the right variety, I think you're in a climate like mine. If you cover them, they'll do fine outside. Start them now. Seriously. Okay, there's that plant I was telling you about. It kind of looks like it might be like I was scared the snake, but these branches are too thin for him to be up here, so we're good. Ooh, look. Ooh. Found some more lemons back there, or limes. Those are limes. Wait, which tree is that? That's a lime. I got all kinds of surprises in here. But here, this guy kind of came up on his own, and he's going to get these big white blooms. And they're really pretty, and they smell amazing. But they bloom quick. Like, you get a bloom, and it's gone in a day. I shared them last year on my live streams. So, look how rough I'm looking here. Look, my banana plants are finally popping back up. They're looking good. I'm anxiously waiting for this one. I hope I didn't kill it. Do you guys grow bananas? I was at a garden center. Actually, I was at Lux in Toledo, IGC. And he's got the most beautiful banana tree. But he tells me he doesn't let his greenhouse go below 65 in the winter. Yeah, that's not happening with me. I just do this for fun. So I might have to put burlap on these guys next year or something. But I like them. They're coming back. 3 are back. 3 are back out of the 4. And hey, I think I paid $15 for the 4 plants last year through Rare Seeds, Baker's Creek. So that's what this one is. And let's just keep our fingers crossed that he pops up soon. And my other variety is this one. Truly tiny. All right. Awesome. Thanks for... I am crazy about succulents. I told you guys that. But here's some more. I've got lavender in with succulents. These two. I do weird stuff. Who does that? Me. All right. Oh, I'm not dry. I need to get the hook. I need to water. Yikes. Oh, my eggplants need water too. Goodness. Yikes. I need to get some watering done in here. Things are getting... seems covered. It's not getting the rain like the plants outside is, so I need to get busy here and do some watering. But I just wanted to check in really quick and say hey to you guys, and hope you guys are all doing good. Keep the photos coming from your garden. Forgive me if it takes me a little bit to approve them. Our group is set where I approve it, just because I don't want any spam in here. If I don't know your YouTube channel or I don't know your page, I'm not gonna share it, just because. You know, that's a whole nother podcast. I know, I look like a mean person, don't I? Seriously, I don't like looking at garbage. I'm not saying your stuff is garbage, but you know, it is what it is. All right, you guys, have a great day and get out and garden, I hope, right? Or take a walk. All right, thanks again, guys. Thanks, Carly. Good to see you. I hope I say your name right too. All right, I'm gonna go because I'm a chatty Cathy. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video today. This was a live stream that aired on GardenChat Facebook group. If you're interested in finding out more, I'd love to introduce you to these amazing people. Just check out my website at brenhaas.com for all the details. I hope to see you there.